Hi everyone. I wanted to show you something really cool. I just learned about this myself. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but one of my subscribers left a comment for me back when, it was recently, but she was watching the video for the morsel where we created these handmade stamps. And she made a comment and said that you can also get some window cling film and put that on the back of your stamps, and then they'll stick to your acrylic blocks like these. And I was like, oh, that's genius. I don't know why I didn't think of it. So I got some cling film, and I want to show you how cool this is because it is really simple. I just drew a little heart. Whoops. Just drew a little heart on a piece of the foam sheet, you know, like we used to make these foam stamps. And let's see, maybe I'll put a little, maybe I'll put a little design in it. Maybe I'll just put an inside border kind of thing here. And okay. I don't know, I guess I could do that a couple of times and be fine. Remember, when you're holding on to these, don't stick your nail into the foam, because if you do, it's gonna stamp when you stamp your stamp. So try not to dig your nails in there. All right, that's kind of cute. I think I'll leave it that way. Now I usually double up the foam, like I would put this down on the foam sheet and cut an additional one just to make it thicker. And like I did with this this leaf, there's 2 sheets of the foam there just to make it thicker. But I'm not going to do it this time because I know that these will stamp just like this. This is a fine tip pen. I might need to use a thicker one, but I think this is going to do okay. All right, so here's the thing. You've got a self-adhesive on the back of the foam sheet. And then if you take, I bought some of the sheets that you can use for crafts, and it's called cling vinyl. And I'm just going to take it and stick it down to the, I'll peel this off. Okay, so the stamp is sticky. And then this has a backing sheet on it, but this is not self-adhesive. This is just, you know, how it clings. So what you do, I think this is, let me double check. I've done this once. I want to double check here what I'm saying. I think both sides are the same pretty much. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, so I'm going to put this heart down, right? And let the stamp stick to that. And then I'm going to cut it out again. Okay, so we're just going to trim around. Okay, now this is going to absolutely replace using the foam core board and having to put a handle on it with the tape. You know how we've done before, where we put the foam core or a piece of cardboard or something, then we have to attach a little handle to hold on to. This totally eliminates that step completely, both of those steps. So all you do is cut your design, stick it down to the craft vinyl, cut it again, or the cling vinyl I should say, and cut it again. Then you peel off the backing that was on the vinyl sheet, and you have a cling surface there, just like you know, your rubber cling stamps. All right, so you can take your acrylic block and stick it on there, and it's just like your other cling stamps. It doesn't move at all. It's amazing. So let me stamp this so we can see how cool it's going to look. Let's see. I think we'll take a pink. Here's a fuchsia color, vibrant fuchsia. And I need something to stamp on. I wasn't really prepared, was I? But I'm excited about it because I want to show you guys how fun this is. Okay, I'm going to just stamp on a piece of scrap paper. Okay, and we'll see how this little heart's gonna do. Another reason I like to double the foam is, you know, it makes it sticker and so it stands a little taller, and you don't run the risk of getting ink on your block too. So that's just another reason. Okay, so let's stamp it and see what it looks like. So cute. That's a cute little stamp. And I love it that it just, I mean, I love that these foam stamps hold so much ink. I really prefer using the stylus to draw the stamp pattern because it doesn't leave that ink from the pen behind. And the first few stamps will print that ink, but once you've used it a few times, it won't. It will kind of use it up, but that's what that mark is from. But I love how they hold so much. I mean, I inked up this stamp one time, and this foam stamp just keeps on stamping. Look at that. It's pretty amazing how much it holds. But the ink pen's getting lighter, so it'll do it for a little while. But like I said, I really prefer to use the ball stylus to draw my design. But anyway, that I wanted to show you, and I wanted to tell you that I'm going to have some small kits with some sheets of the foam sheets that are self-adhesive, and they'll have some sheets of the vinyl cling in there, and I'll have those in my Etsy store. If, just a couple of sheets. It's not going to be a big major thing, because I wanted to give you an opportunity to try it, like before you go buying a big thick pack of foam sheets, like that you may never ever use all of them, you know. And the same with the vinyl sheets, you know, you may not ever need that much, but I'm going to sell, you know, a smaller portion so you can like try it before you buy it, kind of deal. But I did do the cling stamp on this leaf. It was one that I had made a little while back, but I never got around to putting the foam core board on there. So I was like, ooh, I got to get some of that cling film and try it. So thank you to my subscriber. I believe it was Katie. I hope I'm remembering that correctly. And she just gave me that little tip, and it was really a fun tip. One other little tip I want to show you too is I made this stamp. This is a number stamp. Let me show you what it looks like. It's my ink. Here we go. You know, I like to use numbers a lot in my backgrounds because they're just so much fun to me to have numbers in the background of like an art journal page or something. So this is a little block of numbers. Okay, they're just random numbers. Okay, and I want to show you how I made it. But that is just too fun to me. Just love it. And it's just fun to have it all over the background of your art journal page or your canvas or whatever you're making. And what I did was I took a number stamp, and it's this style of stamp, okay, a roller stamp. So you get, a lot of times you can get date stamps. This one is from the Smash, K&Company Smash line. So it's got some words and things too, but it's got dates and numbers and whatever. Well, I wanted a stamp with just numbers, all right? And so I actually bought a stamp that had nothing but numbers on it. It was just random numbers. And I cut it apart. I cut these little, you can cut, there's indentions on these roller stamps, and you can cut right through the small section where it's indented right here, and that's just a little loop of rubber. and it will just come right to pieces, you know, come right off of the thing. And so what my numbers ended up looking like were little strips like this of random numbers. I know it's really hard to see because they're tiny, but these are the little strips, and I just took strips like this and used some E6000 and just glued them onto a piece of the foam sheet, okay? Because I wanted it to have a nice soft cushion to stamp with. So I glued it right down just like this to the foam, and just random numbers, picked out the ones, you know, the numbers I wanted, and just glued them. I had enough on that one roller stamp that I bought. I had enough to make 3 of these. So that is just, to me, was really cool. So I wanted to pass that along in case any of you were looking for, you know, something that stamps some cool little numbers in the background, you know, for texture and stuff. So those are my 2 little tips for today. And make sure that if you're interested in one of these little kits for stamp making, to make it a cling stamp, check out my Etsy store. The link to my store is in the description of the video. And like I've said before, if you don't see it right away, you might have to click on the words where it says show more, and then you see the rest of the description, because it doesn't all show when you look at it on YouTube. So check there for that, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.